Probably won't do too many more. Oh, jeez. What was this even called? Subsystem. That's not what I expected just from that name at all. Driving alongside live wires to your destination. This is very, Wait, is this actually a sequel to the... Yeah, because we didn't get that camera angle before. That's part of this level, right? That's not some weird, like, texture error where it's... My game is loading in something from before. Hold on, let me go back to the menu and see that. Wait, is that actually supposed to be pure black? I'm confused. Subtext, if you're still here, I have questions. I'm going to restart the level once more. Oh, I need to go menu. Nope, menu. I don't recall seeing that angle of the desert. Yeah, now it's just black, so now it makes me think... Is that something distance does? Actually, is this an asset that actually shows just the previous level you came from? Huh. If so, that's really cool, but it was also very confusing. So I was like, if this is actually connected to that level, what the actual heck? Alright, I think it probably wasn't. I think that's just like a distance. Neat teleporter detail. The white is a little harsh standing out. I hope that's going to be like a guiding thing, otherwise I feel like that's a little much. So immediately over a very dark, hostile feel. Got something crazy going on down there. Some, one wire looks like doing shit real fast. What is that? Was that a cooldown point? Oh. Yeah, it's spaced out enough. It probably is, isn't it? I don't like that visual. I think that's feels like it's. Yeah, okay, it is just showing us. This feels like it's obscuring too much, and it's like way too. It stands out way too much. It's just like, I feel like it's just like making it harder for me to see, even if I can actually see through it fine. I'm like, I don't know. This is... These visuals are neat. Don't get me wrong. I don't feel like they play that well, or they don't work as well with the active gameplay. I do appreciate, the gravity settings to make that checkpoint reasonable to start from. Oops. I mean, this area looks really cool. It's like we're in just some crazy dark wires, like following the back lines through an area you're really not supposed to be because it's not lit properly and all that, just like emergency lighting or something. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know if that's really enough to sell me on this level. It's just something about it is not feeling too great. I don't think there's anything wrong with the track itself. I think it's just like the lightings and the visuals are kind of like conflicting with it or something. This is a track where I'm not really clear entirely what my issues are, other than some of the checkpoint visuals obscuring the vision too much, but... I'm a little on the fence. I feel like downvote is too harsh. It has issues, and I didn't really like it, but I don't feel like I would tell people to not play it. But it's kind of like in between here for me personally. And I doubly dislike actually downvoting it since I can't give a clear reason for exactly why. So I'm gonna leave that one neutral. Ancient future. Pyramid-looking thing on the side? Yeah, pyramids. Old technology is still technology. Indeed it is. By the power of science. I like the little like particle effects in the air. Whoops, I did that terribly, and yes, I almost thought I was still going to stay on with that, but I'm like, no, not surprised that I didn't. And I... Dirt moment. Oh, why is my car reflecting blue? What? What is this reflection on my car? Is that normal? Hold on. I know there's some weird reflection errors can happen sometimes, so I'm going to load in again. See if that's actually happening still. It is. That's kind of confusing to me, and a little distracting as well. I'm not sure what the deal there is. I think that's a little much because of the generally simple color palette of everything in the scenery and whatnot. That's actually rather distracting the moment you notice it. Oh, I started, and now I'm doing the thing where I'm not thinking about what I'm doing and rotating exactly the wrong way. And then just doing that too. Yeah, it's not so bad that you couldn't work around it or ignore it, but it feels distracting for not a good reason. Though maybe I'll change my mind when I see... Ow, gosh darn it. Maybe when I see more of the level, I'll be like, oh yeah, this makes more sense now. And I agree with it. But as of right now, first impression is, don't like that. Jump in section into a wall transfer. Because we do have some screen glitching suggesting something's going on here. Things are not quite as they appear. That's what my impression is anyways. Oh, okay. I botched that again. I wasn't ready for it. No, that was just bad. Oh, maybe I shouldn't jump that. Yeah. Maybe I should just drive straight over that gap. Oh, gosh darn it. Uh-oh. No, that was... Gosh darn it. How did I ruin that? I'm like, I know how to fix this, and then I didn't. How did I so perfectly ruin that to wind up exactly backwards again? And that time I took my hand off the keyboard and did everything wrong. Yeah, I can just drive right over that. There's no reason to jump. I'm making that more difficult for myself. I don't like that transfer just because of the time it takes the camera to correct. You're kind of like hitting the turn by then. I feel like that's a little tight on the space to actually get yourself oriented and know where you're turning. I feel like just giving a little more space would make that feel a lot better. It's not even about it being hard, it's just like it doesn't feel like it feels oh jeez. It feels kind of unfair when the level's like, yeah, you don't even get time to position yourself. Oh, whoa. Distracted by the visuals. Okay, now the crazy reflections I'm seeing on my car make more sense, that they're still distracting in the beginning. I don't know if that's the kind of thing you can really change, like, mid-track, but I would still turn off, have those reflections not showing in the car if that's possible to have it change. Because they're still just distracting in the beginning. And also they don't exist and we're not seeing any glitchy stuff for quite a bit at the beginning. So it doesn't even entirely feel thematically justified. But that could be, if that's just an engine limitation, then you know what, I just have to accept that. It's kind of cool. I'm getting distracted by the visuals! Help! Send help. Crazy glowing stuff distracting me from driving. Which I think is also kind of a valid complaint of this level, is you got crazy stuff going on right in the middle of still doing stunts. Maybe have a little calmer period when that's really kicking in, but I don't know. Like, it's a really cool effect. I get what it's going for. Like, it kind of works better that way, but at the same time, it also just makes the level harder to play just because crazy visual stuff, not because you're actually doing a difficult maneuver. It's just, what if suddenly lights in the middle of trying to turn? Oh, died. Real-time reflection makes the blue not show up early. Like, so when you say the blue not show up early, you mean on the car? Or on somewhere else? Because if it doesn't show up on the car... Oh, you're saying it's a game... Oh. Hold on. Actually, can I don't want to actually change that right now in the middle of this run that I'm actually kind of doing okay in, because I want to try and finish this level. Okay, when does this stuff actually start happening? Okay, that one's actually not bad, because it's fairly straight. You see the transfer coming from the floor. This part, it's pretty distracting coming around that turn. I guess it's actually not too bad now. Oh, that... I don't like that transition as my first reaction. Why am I going through this pyramid? That doesn't quite seem right. Probably an oversight, so, you know what? Yeah, this Ankh teleport right into a turn when you are moving that fast. If you're not quite aligned with that, or you're still turning for whatever reason, that might have honestly been entirely my fault, but gut reaction is, ooh, that didn't feel good. That felt kind of unfair, and like, blind turn! Don't die! Teleport? I kind of... This is again one of those parts where it's like, I feel like it's being limited by the level length restriction. I'm like, I felt like there should be a little more, not just suddenly teleporting. You see this cool thing, but you have no time to look at it because level over. How do I feel about this level as a whole? I'm kind of mixed, because I feel like I didn't super enjoy the gameplay, but that might have been because I was nitpicking the visuals too much. So you know what? Let me give it another play before I pass judgment, because I'm distracting myself with things that that people are not normally going to be doing on. Also, let me check graphics. Real-time reflections. Warning, they dramatically degrade graphics. That's probably why I turned it off, just to make sure I wouldn't have issues, but I'm pretty sure my current computer can handle this, so let's turn it on and find out. I am not going to turn it up to max, though. Wait, yes. That's not new. Why is it saying I have like a new unplayed track? I don't think I picked up anything else new. Sorry, that's not even necessarily relevant right now. Shoot, the order changed because I have played it now. Hold on. What was that one even called? Ancient Future, there we are. Okay, yeah, it is right at the end of this. I don't know why, I'm just being blind, don't mind me. Oh, because the pyramids are background objects, they can't have collision. That's wonky, but I mean, engine. I put real-time reflections on, right? Did I not save that? I didn't. Okay. Oh, I forgot to hit apply. That's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that was just my settings, engine limitation. Okay. So fair enough. That's not a level design issue then. It's not something I can expect you to fix. All that stuff going on is quite distracting. Oh, I made... Yeah, it's just like before, if you're not perfectly lined up and you don't let your car go straight, you can mess yourself up real easy on that transition. But if you don't, it sets you up fine, so... I still think that first teleporter is not great the way it's throwing you into that turn so quickly after, because, like, unless you're literally just not trying to steer at all, you're gonna throw yourself off the track super easily. Maybe not super, that's probably an exaggeration, but I do think it would benefit from a little more breathing room before going right into the turn and such. And the visuals are way distracting when they're really kicking in, but I don't know there's much you can do about that. That's the nature of the theme of the level. I'm pretty torn on this one. Because it's definitely doing cool stuff. I think the actual track is pretty alright, but... Yeah. I'll give it a thumbs up, because I like to err on that side of things. I like it enough. I think this is probably going to fall into the category of I won't necessarily say people should come back to this track very much, but, you know, play it at least once. Get through it, see what you think. It's got some neat stuff going on. Enough that I'd say, yeah, people should actually check this out. People should actively check this track out. And I think this is going to be the last one. What is this even called? I wasn't paying enough attention. Dejected. This track started production a long time ago when I wasn't in a good spot. I'm sorry to hear that. And things were just not working. Back then it seemed that no matter what I tried, nothing was working, and I could actually want to, since I started reading that, I want to S10 because it seems like it deserves it. Feels kind of rude to just stop there and that kind of a message. And I don't want to be that kind of person, so I'm going to do it. And I'm also a completionist, so I don't want to just read the part way through. So no matter what I tried, nothing was working and I couldn't make progress. I looked at where my friends and family were in their lives and I couldn't catch up. Yeah, I felt that way too sometimes, so... Felt like I was behind where I was supposed to be and there was no progress being made and way to catch up. There were days where I didn't get out of bed. Because what was the point? I thought maybe it wouldn't be so bad to just go to sleep and not wake up at all. And that's heavy stuff. I've not been that far, but I can definitely sympathize to at least a degree. And I'm glad that you've hopefully gotten past that and made a lot of cool levels and even made something out of that bad time. You took it and you actually created something with it, so I would count that as a positive. Definitely blue, mysterious, foggy, depression-y area. Works with the theme. Different take on that. A little unexpected, but neat. I think I'm just going to experience this level first before I get into analyzing it too much. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to fly off into the distance and explode as soon as I start trying to pull too much concentration away from my driving. Even if this doesn't seem that difficult, I've managed to kill myself on worse this game. Very much an atmospheric, thematic level. I mean, there's still, like, you know, if you stop paying attention, you can still fall off that pretty reasonably enough. I don't know if I fully would recommend this, though. I like this cool, like, blue misty lighting and stuff. I will say these weird, like, loop spiral-y things coming out of nowhere, the fact that they're sheer black like the track is, like, almost makes me feel like I should be trying to drive up one of them. Here we don't have that issue in. Because there's like a clear difference between those and the track. So that would be my complaint about the first issue. Maybe that's intentional about the theme to be, like, kind of, like, lost and not sure if you're even going the right way, which makes a lot of sense, but not great for the actual playing experience. So we have a lot of... Oh, no, I didn't need to jump. A lot of ambiguous gray shapes. I do need to jump that one. Okay, maybe a little more clarity on where jumping is intended and where it's not. Would help if you actually care to go back in time doing this level. I don't know if you necessarily do. Why did I do that? Because I'm talking again. Like I was saying, I will find a way to explode on random things that you would think are... I wouldn't. You'd be like, no reasonable person is going to fail this and explode. No, don't worry, I will. Theming is definitely on point, I would say. And most of these you don't jump. Maybe the other one just because it's near like a starting point. Checkpoint, I just don't have the speed you normally do. Yeah, I think I'm neutral on that one. Like, the visuals are nice. Track's not too bad. Got some clarity issues, it's just not particularly exciting or enjoyable, which, you know what, given the theme, I think that's actually very appropriate. I just don't think I would be like, hey, check this out. Have you ever been depressed and want to see what your depression looked like turned into a racetrack? I'm sure you want reminders of that. As a creation and art piece, I think you did a nice job. It just, I don't think I would actually go out of my way to tell people that they should definitely go play this particular one. What time are we at? Alright, yep. And on that note, well, hold on, how many do we have left in the Assault series? Subroutine, hyper fabrication. I'm like, that feels like kind of a cruddy note to end things on. But I also don't want to be like, yeah, next time we just have 2. So let's just end on a really dumb note and just do 15 Degree! I've heard of this legendary masterpiece. Much green. Incredible theming. Masterful use of lighting, clearly. We got the red track. We make it all the way around the 15-degree turn. And we emerge victorious. Incredible. Clearly one of the greatest tracks ever to be downloaded. And has unnecessarily epic music to top it off. Heck yeah. Alright. I am, honestly, I kind of wanted to jump into something else to kind of share some games with the people that are fans of Distance, but you know what? I think I am actually in need of a break. And I'm not sure that I'm actually going to come back online tonight, so perhaps another week, man, when I'm more in the more used to doing this stuff and in the swing of things, I'll have more energy and focus to spare, and maybe I'll just not go for like 3 hours analyzing distance levels. We'll see. So, thanks guys for joining in, and I will catch you next time. So, until then, keep making sweet tracks. Like, I mean, not just you, Semtex, since we did 90% of your work. So you've done some good stuff. I do hope we will see more from you in the future, though probably not the same volume all at once coming out of nowhere, but you know what? We'll see what's in store, because we actually, we're coming in on December for the distance admin calendar, and we'll have plenty to look at that I fully expect. Actually, that would actually explain why there weren't many recent tracks. Maybe everyone that's actually building them is more saving, working towards that goal. That would explain a lot, actually. Anyways, that's enough rambling from me for now. So, hope you guys enjoy. Catch you next time.